Coming up to 8:17 here on this Saturday morning. Glad that you're with us. Mark Finkner, Nick Long with you, and Brennan Riker across the glass as we have a special guest on the program, the head coach of those Ropes Eagles who win again last night in impressive fashion, 67-0, as we're joined by the head coach, Beau Riker. Beau, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning. How are you?
Well, not as good as you after a 67-0 win, I don't think.
Over Fireball.
Yes, sir. It was a great night for us.
Well, kind of take us through because, you set the tone early with a defensive score right out of the chute, and no, you don't want to brag too much on the one that scored that first touchdown, but obviously it means a lot to you.
Yes, sir. Caden Riker had a pick six there to start the game, the second play of the game defensively, and it was just great to see him back on the field. He's been injured all season. He had 2 snaps on the season, so it's really just it's that time that that we start clicking at the right time and getting healthy, and that's happening with Caden right now, and I'm really excited to see him play again.
Well, Coach, you're playing back at Thanksgiving again, and I think, is this a rematch with Groover next week in the third round of the playoffs?
Yes, sir, it is a rematch. Last year we played them for the regional finals. This is the regional semifinal game, so it's a week earlier this year. Last year this is when we played Wink, but this year we get to play a similar team that we saw last year in the Groover Greyhounds, and Coach Haberther and their group. They do a really good job up there. Got some really good athletes. Quarterback's a fantastic athlete, and some really good receivers. Of course, that's what I'm watching, and then their defense is just fast. They man coverage, and they just get after you. So, it's going to be another good game and another good matchup. Year 2, hopefully, things will change this year for us.
As we're visiting with Ropes head coach Beau Riker here on the program this morning. And, Coach, before we talk about Groover, let's kind of look at your season up to this point. I mean, early on, the loss to New Home, you knew New Home was good. But the fact that they're still playing and you're still playing and that you've been able to run off all these wins in a row in spite of some injuries that you had, more than just your son, but just kind of take us through what this year has been like in trying to maneuver, I guess, through the injury bug.
It's the next man up mentality here. Our season has been a really good year that we've gone through some adversity, and then we saw some other kids grow in spots that we didn't expect at the beginning of the year. So it's been really good for our kids. It's been really good for our program. But that's just the expectation that we have here in Ropes is that we're going to excel at a high level. We're going to expect the best out of our kids, and hopefully win some ball games on the way.
All right, Coach. We got a question here from the audience that we need answered. Go right ahead.
All right, Coach Riker. Part of your success as a coach, part of your journey, has been alongside your current offensive coordinator, Michael Pittman. You were together in post for over a decade. He was your high school coach. Y'all have been together for a long time now. What has your journey been like with Coach Pittman? He is a mentor, but more than that, he's just a good friend. Coach Pittman and me, I think I've known him for around 25 years now. He's a fantastic man. He's a great leader, and he's that mentorship that he's given me is I don't know, it's priceless. The relationship that we have and our families have, it's just something that's very special, and that I don't know a whole lot of people get to have that with their old high school coach. I still got to call him coach because he's my old coach. So, we have a lot of mutual respect for each other, and we work well together. We've had a few good teams that we've taken down the road, and when I got to hire him here in Ropes, I didn't think it was possible. But God always has a plan for for us, and I think it was just in God's timing that it opened a door that he was able to come out here to Ropes.
Well, Coach, you've had a tremendous career, and you're far from over this year, but being a part of Post, playing in 2 straight championships, and that was with Coach Pittman, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you've taken Ropes last year, to a regional final, and you're at a semifinal this year. I mean, you've really been extremely fortunate to experience the greatness of the playoff runs in Texas.
Absolutely. You coach some really good kids, and you surround yourself with better men than yourself, so that you can win some ball games. And we have a really good staff here in Ropes, and we had a good staff in Post. So when you surround yourself with those type of people, the expectations are set high for the kids, and the kids like to meet the expectations. So we winning games, it's all funny. But it's the relationships that you build on the way, and that's what we've been very successful at doing in our football programs throughout the years.
Well, Coach, your son scored a TD last night, and your older son here, Brandon, is turning into a great broadcaster. And I just want you to know, very fortunate to have these experiences with your sons.
Well, yes, sir. Coaching Brennan in a couple state championships was a highlight of my career. So, and then now to see him have success in the broadcasting business, it's awesome to see your kids grow and mature, and lead in a way that you could only dream of.
Well, you're not going to let him win, though, in the Riker Bowl 2 next year, Ropes and Olton. That ain't happening. Coach, hey, Coach, we got to run. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Best of luck against Groover next week.
Well, thank you, guys. Y'all have a great day.
You got it. You got it. There's the head coach at Ropes, Beau Riker, and now also joining us on the program this morning, the head coach at Lubbock Christian, Coach Chris Softley. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, man, not much sleep, but hey, after that performance yesterday, you didn't need much, did you?
Man, we are. I tell you what, we're thankful. It's the reason for the season right here. We have got a lot to be thankful for. We love playing Thanksgiving football, and it is a great time to be an Eagle, that's for sure.
Well, yesterday winning 48-27 against San Antonio Holy Cross. Quickly take us through, because this probably should have been a game that you're playing next week, not against the type of opponent that you were playing this week.
Yeah, a great team. They've been in the state championship game the last 2 years. A lot of college players. They've got an NFL player, alumni playing for the Colts right now. I mean, it's just a great program. Coach has been there 30 years, and they made some decisions early on in the season, had a little mistake. Got some wires crossed with some communication devices, what was legal and illegal, and so they got caught and had to forfeit some games. And so even though they were dominant and won their district, they had to forfeit those games and ended up in the third place spot. And so they ended up getting to play us early on here in the regional round. And our focus was the whole thing this week was control what you can control. Like, none of that stuff really matters at the end of the day. The decisions have been made, and we get an opportunity to play an elite team. And so let's make it count. And boy, I am so proud of the toughness of our Lubbock Christian Eagles. Well,
you're in the state semifinals, Coach. What in your recent years, where is Lubbock Christian finished in the TAPS?
Well, I think this is our 9th season. We had one shortened by COVID, and so this is our 6th straight Final Four without that COVID-shortened season. We went state runner-up, state champion. We've been state runner-up twice, state champion once, and Final Four twice, and then this will be that 6th one in a row. So TBD on this one, but it's been a great run. A lot of kids have a lot of experience, a lot of staff continuity. Man, the staff was so awesome with the game plan they put together this week. It was a fun challenge, and, man, it was a great celebration, just celebrating all the work that people have put in for so many weeks for that moment.
As we're visiting with Chris Softley, the head coach at Lubbock Christian. And, Coach, we start looking at that bracket here now in Division III, getting ready now for the state semis and getting, I believe it's Bernie Geneva. I think I saw that where they beat Tyler All Saints last night.
That's
Is that right?
That's right.
Do you have any idea when and where?
No, we don't. We're talking about it today. Probably the Abilene or San Angelo area, thinking on Friday. And just really excited for that opportunity. The truth is, the last time we played Bernie Geneva, the last time both schools met was 2019 in the state championship game. They were an elite team. We were just up and coming, starting to figure some things out, and they took it to us pretty good. And that's one of our state runner-ups. And so we're excited for a little bit of a revenge tour here on next Friday.
Coach, you had said about being thankful, and Thanksgiving's coming up, and it is something really special to get to play and on this the third week of the playoffs. And you've been in the Final Four, what you said, 5 or 6 years now, and just the greatness of advancing. It's either win and move on, or your season ends, and the playoff runs are just a great experience for these young athletes and coaches.
It is tremendous. It's hard to put into words. I can't express how last Sunday and Monday, I mean, really just a spirit of anxiety. I mean, we talked about praying about it. We're Philippians 4:6-8 last week, talking about do not be anxious about anything, but by everything, prayer, petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to the Lord. And what we're talking about here is like there's a true weight and a tension to the challenge of being your best when your best is required and getting an opportunity to play Thanksgiving football. And what we do around here at Lubbock Christian is really special. We have the whole group, community, grandparents, people come into town for this on Wednesday after practice. Everybody comes together. We get in the gym, and we just have a giant meal, 400 people all together, turkeys and fixins, and everybody brings like the greatest church potluck ever. And so there was a little bit of like added pressure of, man, that's like a great celebratory event in my life that we've done for 6 straight years. And it's an opportunity for me to thank people that I don't get to see very often for their contribution and their buy-in to this program. And so, yeah, it was really true. Is there was a weight on, hey, this Holy Cross team is legit, and they stand in the way of us getting an opportunity to get together as a community and celebrate. And there was just a little bit of extra fire on the fuel on the fire. To make sure that we earn this right, because it is a special time to play football when it's cold outside. The best teams play in the worst weather, and we are excited to represent West Texas and Lubbock and still be playing football.